Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be on the Laura Mercier Candleglow Soft Luminous Foundation, and it comes in this beautiful dark espresso brown black box. And you open it up and it comes in this like kind of that same bronze black metallic lid, and then you open it up and it's a glass bottle with a pump, which I love when brands include a pump. This foundation, kind of some of the facts on it are, it is a sheer to medium coverage foundation. And what this foundation wants to do for you is produce a lit from within luminous candlelit glow to your skin. It wants to give you hydration and be comfortable to wear, and day or night just give you that radiance. And I read so many reviews on this foundation and everyone loved it. And of course I knew it was sheer to medium coverage. If you've watched some of my videos before, you know I normally go for at least medium to full coverage foundations, but I really wanted to try a luminous foundation and see if I could make it work for me. And I have to say I really do like this foundation. It's very beautiful. I did have to use quite a bit of this foundation, and you'll see that in the demo, and you'll also see starting out my skin, you know, it definitely needs coverage, so you'll understand why I did apply so much of the foundation. But I went ahead and used like a good 2 coats of this and quite a few pumps of this. So if you need pretty good coverage, you're going to go through this foundation really quickly. But I think this foundation is perfect for days like today. I've had really bad allergies. My skin's kind of, you know, dry and irritable and all that, and I just kind of want to look refreshed. This foundation is perfect for a day like today. Or if you naturally have normal to dry skin, definitely check this foundation out. If you have any kind of lines or you know, kind of aging type issues with your skin, try this foundation out. It's absolutely beautiful. If you have pigmentation or texture or scarring issues, you may not be as thrilled with this foundation as somebody that's maybe wanting help with fine lines and wrinkles type of thing. Now, when I do a first impression, I don't use any primer, I don't use any lotion before I apply the foundation, and then I do my best not to use concealer or a setting powder, and I did that today. So even though I needed some concealer, I just kind of stayed away from it because I didn't want it to change the effect of the foundation so you guys can see straight up. Now I did apply some bronzer and blush pretty heavy, and I wish I had set it with a translucent powder first because it is such a hydrating foundation. It went a little patchy on me. So make sure if you use this foundation to go ahead and set it and then apply your bronzer and blush. But overall I think everything melted together beautifully. It's very comfortable to wear. You don't feel like you're wearing any foundation. It doesn't settle, doesn't cake. It's gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get to the demo and some pictures and my final thoughts. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation with a beauty blender, which is my absolute favorite way to apply a foundation. And when I'm doing a first impression, I just use this particular method. And I'm going to go ahead and place a few pumps directly onto the beauty blender. Start off with this side. It seems like it's pretty light coverage. It doesn't seem to be anything really heavy. So I'm going to try a few more pumps. Yes, this foundation definitely is not full coverage, and I placed quite a few pumps on my sponge. That's 3 pumps right there. It is very soft, very light, but for me personally, I feel like I'm not getting the coverage that I need because my skin has a lot of, you know, problem issues. It is very luminous right now, very pretty. Okay guys, so this is one coat right here, and I used probably 6 or 7 pumps on my entire face, and as you can see, it's not full coverage at all. It's actually very light coverage for me anyway, and it is very luminous and glowy. I'm gonna go ahead and see how buildable this foundation is and go ahead and apply a second coat. It smells really nice. Has a really nice, light, pretty scent to it. I think it's a perfect match for my skin too. So that's always nice when a brand has a shade that's light enough for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this underneath my eyes just to see if it would crease at all. It seems really light, like it wouldn't do that. And then I'm gonna take a few more pumps, about 3, and then go on this side. And then I'm going to take another pump and just go over my forehead one more time. Okay guys, so this is the foundation after 2 pretty thick coats. I did about 6 pumps on the first coat and 6 or 7 on the second. And the foundation is definitely very soft focus. It's very glowy, very luminous, and my skin feels like very hydrated, very refreshed, and it's kind of reminds me of that look after you get done with like doing a face scrub and a mask and you moisturize. It's like really a, you know, refreshed look to it. If you have any texture issues or breakouts or anything like I have, this foundation may be a little too glossy for you, but the finish is really, you know, very glowy and very pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a few minutes and see if it sets down any from this, but I do feel like it has set down and this is as matte as it's going to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then go ahead and take pictures for you guys and then leave you with my final thoughts.